have a theory. You can never have enough bass. Actually, before I introduce these two, I want to tell you a quick Hong Kong story. So when Chris was finishing off The Dark Knight, all our last scenes were going to be shot in Hong Kong, and I had done the whole Joker thing, but he hadn't heard it, so I said, okay Chris, you've got a long flight, it's 8 hours or 14 hours or something, I'll buy you an iPod. Nobody remembers what an iPod is. I'll buy you an iPod, and I'll put the music on it, and when you fly to Hong Kong, you can listen to it for the whole flight, and then you fly to London, and you can listen to it to the whole flight. And he came back, and he was sort of slightly green in his face. And I said, well, what do you think? And he goes, somewhere in there is the Joker, but I tell you, it hasn't made me a better person listening to this. So, the devils who are in charge of maybe not making anybody a better person, but they are in charge of being wonderful friends. It's my friend from Colombia, Snow Owl. So, we are terrible at math, but we think it's somewhere 47, 48, or 49 years that we have been making music together. Which is remarkable, because you look at him, he's a teenager. But ladies and gentlemen, Andy Pask, brilliant bass player, a true gentleman. So of course, part of making an incredibly rumbly noise, you need to have somebody who goes and hits things. So may I introduce you to the London posse of noise. Aisha and Hot. Come on, get on your feet. Look, if you have beauty behind the drum kit, you might as well flaunt it, okay? There you go. And never to forget my beautiful Alexandra, Slovenia rules tonight. But I think we keep a sort of I don't know. I think the next sentence was going to be so stupid, but I'll say it anyway. I think we're sort of keeping a balance between the genders. So our other great percussionist, who is more than a percussionist, we call him Gorgeous Stephen Dorr. And you see the difference between Guthrie or Lisa, they just go, oh no, don't say anything good about me. When I go, gorgeous. Okay. And your head. So not only is he a great percussionist, but he's our musical director. Would he ever do that much? I was going to not say any very bad words. That wasn't a bad word, right? That was like just a choo-choo train. Shh, shh, shh. Yeah, right? Okay. No, I promised myself to behave during these shows and not use any bad words, which come so easily to me. So, I apologize if sometimes it feels like I want to say a bad word, but you could be wrong. What are we doing next? You know, so, I don't know what he's doing. Wait, there goes the story with it. The story is basically this. I always write things which are out of the range of the instrument. Somehow I think the instrument should adapt to what I want to write as opposed to me adapt to the instrument. But Pedro found a brilliant solution to all of these problems. We have, in America, a shop that sells hammers and nails and garden supplies and all sorts of things. And one of the things it sells is PVC piping, made in China. In fact, I think everything they sell is but, so be proud, because German PVC piping or English PVC piping, and certainly American PVC piping, doesn't have the tone, doesn't have the, you know, the sound we need. So Pedro, with a little bit of bronze spray, has made this really rather elegant instrument called the, oh God knows what it's called. Do you know what that means in German? Oh, it's an alto shakuhachi, shoka. Hey, you could have told me that before I made a fool of myself. So, with the shoka, the alto shakuhachi, we will now be performing a rather serious piece called The Last Samurai. Because after that, there was no more samurai. So that's that.